The first pitfall that you need to be aware of is that you need to understand what realistic valuations are for businesses and financing. And one of the most common mistakes buyers often make is overpaying for a business. This often occurs when buyers fail to accurately assess the value of the business or they become emotionally attached to the deal. So to make sure you don't make the huge mistake and not get the price right, there's a few things that you can do, and I highly recommend doing. The first is around having realistic valuations. So you want to accurately value a business because it's essential to avoid overpaying. You don't want someone to take you for a ride and you just pay whatever they say to pay because, you want to have reasons and a real thought process behind it. Buyers often rely too heavily on inflated seller valuations or fail to account for risk and potential liabilities. So what you're going to do to avoid overpaying is the following. First, you're going to conduct your own valuation. Always conduct an independent valuation using multiple methods. And if you don't want to do this yourself, pay a professional. There's plenty of professionals out there who do this for a living. So you want to consider the earnings multiple method, the discounted cash flow method, and the asset-based approach that we discussed earlier in the valuation section. And when you do this will give you a super clear picture of the business's true value. Next, you want to understand the industry norms. So if you are a newcomer to this industry, you have to research the standard valuation multiples for the business's industry. Certain industries may command higher or lower multiples for a reason, and that's typically based on growth factors, market trends, and risk factors. And third, you want to account for risk. Ensure that the valuation reflects any risk associated with the business, such as declining sales, heavy reliance on a few key customers, or pending litigation. When it comes to financing, there's other pitfalls that you can trip up on. First is overpaying. Overpaying can also occur when buyers rely on excessive debt to finance the purchase, which can strain the business's post-cash flow acquisition. So what you want to consider is leverage. And be cautious and intentional about how much leverage you're putting into the business, which is, of course, borrowed funds, to finance the acquisition. High debt levels can make an acquisition possible, but it's definitely going to erode the profitability and make investing in the business after the purchase difficult. And you want to consider interest rates and repayment terms. You want to understand the full cost of any financing options that you sign up for, including interest rates and repayment terms. Poorly structured financing can lead to a cash flow issue that undermines a business's profitability and ongoing potential.